The following segment contains sponsored content. The opinions and views expressed belong to its sponsors and not those of Nexstar Media Incorporated, this station, or their affiliates or employees.
Welcome back to Loving Living Local, the big game edition. I'm Gretchen Wirtz, and today we're talking about the roof. That's right. As everything's thawing out, this is now the time to talk about it. We've got Dave Hamilton, the owner of Triple D Roofing, here to talk to us. Thank you so much for being here, Dave.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. So, yeah, this time of year, as things are thawing out, we are seeing that. Why is now the time to kind of look at your roof, and what kinds of things should you notice here as we get into spring?
Well, as things are starting to warm up and we're getting out in the yard and doing some spring cleaning and stuff, it's a good time to take a look at your roof. You take a few steps back and just see if you've had any damage over the winter. This year in particular, January was the windiest January we've had in 50 years.
Yeah.
So if you notice any shingles on the ground, ridge caps on the ground, or any broken, misplaced shingles, it'd be a good idea to give a contractor a call.
Okay, so looking for that kind of stuff here. And yeah, after some snow and no one wanted to be outside for most of January, you didn't go out there and take a look at stuff like that. How do you know if you need a whole new roof or just a repair?
Well, if you notice some damage, you're going to get a hold of a contractor.
Okay.
Also notify your insurance company and have the contractor come out and sort of assess the damage. Almost any reputable company will give you a free estimate or a free inspection, and they can assess the damage and let you know, should I call my insurance company and how much damage there is, and you can go from there.
Okay. So there's so often right now, there's people going door to door and doing all those kind of things. What is that all about? And is it all scams? Is it what, I mean, when after there's a kind of a storm, they're coming around and trying to sell you something here. That's not how you want to be dealing with it.
No, it's not. I always recommend staying local, and that, it doesn't have to be me. There's a lot of reputable companies in the area. What we see after these storms, especially hail or high wind, derecho style storms, we'll see towns get flooded with like adjustment companies, and you'll see all their logoed trucks flying all over, going door to door. I would highly recommend not using those companies. And the reason is because if you have any type of service that needs done after your roof gets replaced, those companies are gone.
Yeah.
So it's best to stay local and use those companies from around here that you're going to get that long-term service from.
Okay. What are the best roofing materials for homes in Illinois? Is it different here than?
Well, in Illinois, roughly 80% of roofs are still asphalt shingle.
Okay.
I know in the last 10 years there's been a major push to go metal, but the problem with metal is right now it's literally double the price.
Okay.
So it does cost substantially more. People want that longevity of metal, but still 80% of roofs are still asphalt shingles. So I would recommend going with that.
Okay. How long should a roof last?
With the advancements in roofing technology, so to speak, shingles now, you can expect your roof to last anywhere from 25 to 35 years. If you pick a good quality shingle, you pick a good reputable contractor that installs it correctly, you should see, upwards of 25 years.
What makes Triple D stand out? Why are you guys different than?
We believe in good customer service. We believe in listening to the customer. We're not high pressure. And we see a lot of that nowadays with high pressure salesmen. I've had families tell me that salesmen come and they hold them captive in their house for several hours.
Yes.
I listen to the customer and we give them the service and the quality that they deserve.
When they decide to get a new roof, how long does that process take from start to finish? And do you have to be home?
You do not have to be home.
Okay.
A lot of customers ask, that's a good question. A lot of customers ask that, do I need to be home? Because they worry about taking days off work and do I have enough time to cover that? So you do not have to be there. And now with new roofing technologies, new tooling, we can do your roof in one day.
Really?
Most often we do it in one day.
Wow. All right. And then another question here right now that everyone asks about too, solar panels.
So you see our state of Illinois is on a big push for solar. So a lot of people are going solar. The thing with solar, I would highly recommend that you read the fine print on your contracts if you're considering going solar, because to take those panels off, if you have an event with your roof, to take them off and put them back on is extremely costly.
Okay.
But most solar companies will offer a one-time removal and replacement. So make sure if
Gonna ask
you're
about that
considering
stuff,
solar
yeah.
to ask those questions. Yeah.
And you get your roof before you do that too? Like,
It's highly recommended to get a new roof before you go solar. Yes.
Yeah. When they are looking to get estimates and stuff, how do you know what's a good price? Do you still get a couple different estimates, and how much can a roof cost?
I would highly recommend getting 3 to 4 estimates.
Okay, still, yeah.
And don't always go with the cheapest.
Right.
And it doesn't mean if it's the most expensive that it's the best quality. Some companies have a lot more overhead. So contractors do have a various different ways of basing their pricing, but I would choose maybe the 2 in the middle. And the most importantly, it's just choosing somebody that you're comfortable with,
yeah.
that doesn't make you feel like you're pressured,
Right.
and listens to what you want when it comes to your roof.
Okay. Well, Triple D will help you out with that. They're based in Wyoming, but they're covering all of Central Illinois. You can find them, of course, on Facebook at Roofing Tripled, or give them a call at 309-238-2083. Dave, thank you so much for joining us here today. Look up, check those roofs. All right, we got more coming up. Keep it right here.
I'm living local 'cause it's real.